in at $5 a night here in Bangkok. Just had a meal for $3. I arrived at immigration. You go back and look at my videos from a year ago. I did 5 visas in Thailand. I was not even expecting them to bat an eye, frankly. Lady goes, "You're back in Thailand. What are you doing?" So I told her just traveling around up in the Laos and Cambodia and Vietnam. And she did ask me how long I'm staying. And I answered the two months, right? Because that is a lot longer than all of them. I mean, the Vietnam, I guess, was 90-day, which I walked out on half of for $60. This one is, come on over. We got you 60 days. They used to make you fill out a card. So what I think is happening is they are getting their information through Cebu Pacific, because they asked me some of the immigration screening questions, which there has been recent push to shorten the wait time to get into Thailand. There's videos about it. There's a big push on tourism. I think for the most part, which hasn't been the case, they're allowing you to extend. And I don't think there's much restriction on it because they want the tourist dollars. It is expensive once you go past the 60 days. It's like $55 a month, maybe. I take a bus tomorrow. Also, I had the first hot shower I've had in maybe 4 months. That's no joke. I moved into the first place where I had to take a ladle and dump it over my head. Many of the fixtures in that place that I was living did not work well. To be transparent, I was living with somebody, but I'm just going to leave it at that. They don't want to be on the channel. And we found a better place and moved there. I wasn't sure how long I was going to stick around in the Philippines, frankly, but I was able to bypass a lot of cost. That is what the plan was there when I left Chiang Mai. So here I am back in Thailand, immigration going, "What you doing?" You know, I am faced with a decision that's pretty interesting. This is where I came up with the name of the video. The name of the video is, "You don't like Southeast Asia that much. You can't afford to go home." Now, I don't think my situation is hard to take, and sometimes on video I get stuck. But the situation is this: the reentry back in the United States, the cost is quite high and may make it a lot to reestablish. Now, I am working the problem. I document this because I think the story is interesting. No other reason. And hell, I'm living it, so I will do my best to share it, as I think it's much better than, oh, move to the Philippines. Many of you ask about the job. It is quite simple. If you work in tech, if you work in anything in the world right now, things are going through changes, and there definitely seems to be some changes in my work, which there is some, but it's becoming less reliable. Because that's the big deal of either you're retired, right? You have something from the United States regularly and continuously coming. That's where high stakes standing, if you watch the channel, really he manages to live it, but having ties in the United States still is a big expense. This is the big deal with doing this, right? I mean, when I was over here for 11 months, the big problem was not so much a big problem, but I had stuff in storage unit. So I had a place to go, more of a purpose in the United States, where I have zero. I purposely came over here going, oh, you know, I'll live. If you watch other, you know, people who make videos about this, and like other lifestyles, like say van life, homeless life, survival lifestyle, it's purely the desire to continue. That is a big deal with this situation here. Like I said, I have been working plans, talking to people. Trying to figure out the right direction. I would like to avoid landing cold. Also, to maybe address some of the questions, frankly, I would like to avoid going back to Las Vegas for obvious reasons. I continually have ties and many invitations to Las Vegas. I mean, frankly, I lived there for a good amount of time. Many, if not, I believe all, gamble. And I don't want to do that. The next question is, then where? I do have other interests. Traveling around here cheaper. The reentry cost, from what I feel like, would probably be $5,000 to $6,000 going from landing in airport onward, rent an apartment, or finding some sort of living, then paying for some, extras. I got lots of contacts. I'm trying to do my best to respond to all of you. I do like making the videos and trying to do my best to tell the story and what I did. When I got started living in Tijuana early on, frankly, only a very small percentage really stayed very long. Kind of like a vacation. But it always feels like, you have your stay and then you go back. Circumstances change. I get tired of seeing those videos online that they're like, well, I gotta go home. You'll get no such video from me. I have started doing different things online to try to shift. A lot of things in AI, learning about different things. But I wonder if I'll be able to shift before I sink. Traveling tomorrow north, yes, much cheaper. As of this video right here, so I'm transparent, I have looked at tickets. I can go home. Just, I don't want any of you to feel like I can't go home. So I appreciate all of those questions and wanted to clarify that. However, I confirmed would be hitting the ground with no plan, cold turkey. That would be the challenge. Many people have contacted me, including, I will say, what's also about this, many, including clients, watch these videos. Questions and comments below. I have no idea how bad this video was. Thanks again for watching.